Today we're in the IOTA warehouse and we're just going to show you a bit of how we, some of the methods we use to pack our orders. This is a pretty simple one. It's just 9 300 cubes, and so we're going to show you how we pack this. So the first thing we do is we work out what the size of the order is going to be. So the footprint, this one obviously 9 times 300 is going to be 900 plus packaging, a little bit of packaging, so it'll be a metre. We get lots of these skids here, these pallets. We get them cheap for about $3 from Red Cross, so we've got a heap of those, so we use those when we can. But they're all the same size. They're 1 metre by 1 metre 20 or 120 centimetres. Sometimes if it was wider than that, sometimes we need to pack things, like if it was say 4 times 500 cubes, we would have to go to a different pallet, because with the packaging of the 500 cubes it makes them more than 100 centimetres. So now moving on to this one, we're just going to get some cardboard. We've got to have cardboard in between. This is Brock, by the way. Brock's the muscles behind the operation. The main thing is just to get cardboard in between every pot. We have a rule that pots can never touch pots. So we'll just pack this now. Alright, so that's all done now. We've got cardboard in between all the pots. So yeah, just making sure none of the pots actually touch the pots. The other thing is that we've centred them pretty well on the pallet, so we can see that there's pretty well centred on the pallet. Next thing is pallet wrap. We're going to wrap this around with a pallet wrap. The one thing we've got to remember is that it might seem pretty secure here on our forklift, but when this goes on a truck, it's going to be it's going to be on the back of a truck, bouncing all over the roads. And well, this one's only going to go to Sydney, but often they'll be going further than that, so they're on a few trucks. It's going to be forked on and off the truck for whatever different agencies the truck company uses. Like when they go to WA, they got to go on 2 different truck companies, a train in a shipping container, and then another truck company when it gets to Perth. So yeah, we just got to make sure that they're pretty secure. So this will keep them all tied together. We still need to get them tied to the pallet, strapped to the pallet. So for that we'll use some pallet strapping. So while Brock's putting that together, we'll actually just hold it there, Brock, and we'll put the strapping on and then finish off with the pallet wrap. We've got 2 different types of strapping. We've got the thin stuff, which is here, and then we've got the thick stuff, which is the black stuff here with the metal buckles. For the heavy stuff, for the granite, we'll use the thicker stuff, but for the lighter weight products like this one, we'll use the blue strap, only because I'm a bit concerned about the black strap. You've got to tension it pretty tight, and I'm concerned about it breaking the pot, so the blue's a bit softer on them. So we just strap this through. Again, one of the rules we have is the strapping can't touch the pot, so we just put some cardboard in between between the pot and the strapping, and we're good to go. It can be a bit tricky to remember how to put the strapping on, but I think Brock's got the hang of it. The reason I had that black one over there was originally we just had to have it there. The black one's even harder to remember. We had to put it there to remember how to strap it. That's why you can probably put it on loose, then we'll put the cardboard in, and then we'll pull it tight. Brock's under pressure on video. This stuff's pretty good. It's actually keeping Brock's car boot down at the moment. He had someone try and break into his car and wreck the boot lock, so now it's being held down securely with the blue pallet strapping.
For a week straight.
Alright, I'll put some cardboard in here and then we'll tighten it up. Alright, so that's all done now. We've cardboard underneath all the strapping. Got the strapping tightened up, and then we'll just finish it off with the pallet wrap. I like to pallet wrap covers the buckle and the strap, so it doesn't get caught on anything on the truck. And there we have it. Brock will finish off that, and then we'll put the tape and labelling. And there we go. We've put some tape on, just some IOTA tape, so the customer knows whose it is when it turns up. Mind you, the fact that it's a pallet of pots might be obvious, but anyway, and some fragile tape just to try and let the freight company know not to bang it in next to other pallets. Brocky's just putting on the labels with some tape. And then just the label. These are handy just so the customer got quick access to the invoice when it turns up. And if the label falls off, there's another label here with the shipping address. All done. Ready for the truck company to pick up. So that one's done. That was the easy one. The next one we've got's a bit trickier. We've got, it's going to be a full pallet with layers. You can see over here on this, not the pile of rubbish behind it, we've got a stack of MDF sheets. We get them cut to size. We've got 1200s down the bottom, and up there they're 900 by 1200s. So we use them as layers in between, so we can get a full pallet. The way the freight works is you get charged for a pallet space on a truck. So whether it's a pallet like this or whether that's stacked 2 metres high, it's the same price. So when we're shipping to a reseller like our next order, we'll try and make the pallet as full as we can. So what we're going to do is we're going to get 4 of these Venice tapered sets, and then we're going to get some stock out of the yard. We're going to get 4 of these slate tall square in the large, and 2 of the slate tall taper extra large. And we're going to secure all these safely on one big pallet. So for the first layer, we'll use the slate tall square large. These are ideal for the first layer just because it's, they're the most stable ones. So they'll go, 4 of those will go down in one of those layers of MDF on top, and that'll make a nice base for our second layer. So there we go, that's our first layer. We're going to get the black strapping out and strap that down so they make a nice base for the pots to the next layer. So here we are with this one now. We've added the second layer. We've got the first layer strapped down with the black, that black strong pallet wrap, and you can see the steel buckles. What we were originally going to have 3 layers on this, but as we packed it, we changed our minds and decided that we could actually fit all of it on the second layer and not bother with the third. Though we could add some things there if we had a few, maybe some lightweight pots to add, but we don't actually need any for this. So now we're just going to make sure no pots are touching pots. We've got cardboard in between all the gaps, make sure it's all lined up. One of the things I was concerned about was these edges being exposed, so we just made sure that they're actually inside the line of the pallet, so that when they are on the truck and they get pushed over to the side, they won't be, the pallet will stop them from hitting whatever pallet they're sitting next to on the truck, so they should be quite safe.